Cornerstone United Methodist Church in Houston, Texas, is a church that was a debt campaign. 10 or 15 years before they had relocated. Right in the corner from a college. I mean, just everything around there blowing and going. But some core leaders said we need to relocate and expand and build. Great idea, it's just that all those people got mad and left. And so now you've got a church that's there with a tremendous amount of debt, and the people that drove the relocation are no longer around.
When I got here in 2018, we found out finances were a major problem. We found out that we'd only been paying interest on our loans for the last 5 years. What wasn't good about that is now principal was being due, and the principal was going to increase our monthly payments by something like $20,000 a month. But when we looked at our finances, we decided we had to begin immediately. There was no time to wait. So we started planning in the summer of 19 and put the actual campaign together in January of 2020. And so a debt reduction program through a capital campaign was what helped our vision really solidify and bring the church together.
The plan was for them to continue, I think it was for a year and a half, to continue paying the note like they are out of their budget, take every dollar that came in and use it for principal reduction. Then they were going to restructure their note, and then use the last year and a half of the campaign just to do that, which would free up money for ministry out of their budget.
Kurt was amazing at holding us accountable, which is probably the biggest reason that we need someone to come in. The process he gave us helped, but it was one that the church had been through. We've done a lot of capital campaigns. His process, though, was looking for those people who helped us filter the list of who we needed to talk to. Obviously, we talked to our bigger donors, everybody knows that, but he introduced this idea of the influencers to us. Who are the people that may not be the biggest donors, but they have the biggest voice in the church? And he helped us brainstorm names, and he actually went through and cut out names as we described the members and helped us get that list down to a smaller group and then make the ask to build the initial team. It ignited a spark that was really already there. It just hadn't been talked about in a while. And now the church said, we're going to deal with it. We're going to make sure this church survives for generations past us. It was important that we made a big move to pay down that debt quickly, to reduce the payment, so the interest got smaller and smaller and smaller because the principal got smaller. And people saw that every dollar given was a dollar that was going straight to the debt. It was not going to pay for interest or anything else. When we came to that day where we were ready to pay off the debt, everybody was basically holding hands, was hugging, was excited about the future of the church, and that hadn't been there for the last year.